Although we are able to explain most of the basic information from the natural science, such as the law of gravity, natural phenomena, and things like that, however, there are still things that science can't explain. One of the most important things that science can't explain is our feeling, which leads to faith. Although scientists and psychologists say that they are able to explain how our brain functions, and throughout the knowledge of our brain function, they are able to know what makes us have still feeling. But actually what we would like to know about our feelings still haven't explained. An example of two famous scientists, Richard Dawkins and John Lennox, makes a perfect example of why science can't prove faith. In the God-delusion debate, this is what Richard Dawkins says about faith.
It's all important. I mean, Einstein's predictions fit in with observed fact and with a whole body of theory, whereas we only need to use the word faith when there isn't any evidence.
No, not at all. I presume you've got faith in your wife. Is there any evidence for that?
Yes,
which
plenty.
you base it? Yes.
Plenty of evidence.
This example shows that even the great scientists like Richard Dawkins still can't prove faith. As John Lennox says, not all the statement of scientists is the statement of science, which reflects on this example that Richard Dawkins got faith in his wife. It doesn't have any scientific evidence for it to show that, and also it shows that science can't prove faith. As René Descartes says, the senses deceive from time to time, and prudent never to trust fully those who have deceived us even once, meaning our senses deceive us from a long time period and telling us don't believe in things that deceive us once. As the knowledge of science is gained through our senses, how do we know that it didn't deceive us? What we see, our logical, rational assumptions and hypotheses would be fully unreliable. Different people see the colors on this dress differently, yet in chemistry, we identify the acidity of a solution by looking at the color of a pH paper when it is put into it. All scientific ideas originate from sensational experience, yet it isn't accurate because no one can be absolutely sure that our senses is reliable as the first place. Even though methodology helps us explain most of the things in this world, but the other most important things that science can't explain is our existence. We can't prove that there is only one universe, but not a parallel universe. Also, science can't explain what happened to us when we die. Maybe we wake up from a program, or we will go to another world. As A.J. Ayer says, when statements can be proved rationally or empirically, means are meaningful, which means things that can be proved is meaningful. However, our existence is also meaningful things to know, but we can't prove it. On the other hand, does metaphysical statements like our existence isn't meaningful to our knowledge. Therefore, things like faith and our existence, science can't explain it because we don't have any evidence to it, so it can't really provide us with the most accurate feel of reality.